Hello, Collective. Welcome back to another reading. This one's going to be about what's coming for this portal. What is this portal unlocking for you? So let's see. Spirit, what is this portal unlocking for Collective? So it's unlocking something that you've been repressing, a reunion that you've been trying to keep from happening, or maybe this could be a reunion with yourself. I mean, here it is. It's you on the bottom. So yes, it is you. It's something that you keep needing to learn. It's like it's like a lesson you keep repressing, is what I'm getting. Like you shouldn't be stuck in a mental and or emotional um part in your life at this time, but you are. And the divine is trying to show you what you're holding back, what you're repressing, and what's keeping you from being able to match the vibration for what you need to be when you get into the door. Um, and I was kind of picking up the energy coming in. This is a very much accountability reading. So if you're not wanting to take accountability for anything, then you can just click right off and not comment because we don't care here. Um, if you're not going to be mature about it, then that's just how it's going to be. Again, we have reunion. We have fears and karma that wanted to come out, but reunion on the bottom again. And on the top again, repression. So this is some fears that you have repressed that are keeping you stuck in this loop. This may be an attachment to not wanting something to happen a certain way, which is causing that karma to happen. Well, it's like, well, if you don't want it to happen that way, then you need to do something to change that. And your lack of action on moving forward with it, whether you want to be like, I don't know how to do it or not, is something that you have to accept. There is help around you, but you're not seeing it, or you're not accepting it, or you're not helping yourself, or you're not allowing the divine to help you. But this is definitely what you give is what you're getting. And right now, the energy, you're supposed to be receiving abundance help. You know what I mean? Like you have an abundance of help. You have help coming in the form of money or a finance, but there's action that you still need to take. And for some of you, it's like, why can't I just do something else right now? And the divine is saying, well, because if you were able to, then yes, you would. But you're unable to at this time, so don't necessarily question why you can't, and just do what you can in the meantime. And that's how it's really coming out. Like the divine just wants you to know that at this point in time, in this portal, it's you. It's just you. And if you're stuck, it's because you yourself are uncertain, or maybe in disbelief of something. So you need to go check yourself and find out what's going on. So what is going on, Spirit? What is going on? What's going on in the deep depths of the soul of the spirit, respectfully? Withdrawal. So you're withdrawing from investing? What are you withdrawing from investing in? That doesn't make much sense, but okay. Maybe you're withdrawing. Hmm. Okay. For some of you, you are still using your coping mechanisms, the physical ones, alcohol, smoking, things of that nature, which needs to be cut back. And that's what you're withdrawing from investing in, is not using, because this is energy where you feel like you're losing or you feel like you're being dragged down. It's because you're inviting these energies into your system that you can't control. You might feel like you can control it, but it's the fact that you're continuously doing those things makes it uncontrolled. Third eye, you got to perceive something a bit more clear. Step away from the physical and jump into the spiritual. Yeah, I'm telling you. So some of you have this physical addiction. It doesn't have to be drugs, alcohol. It could be whatever, but it's something that you continuously do that continuously, every time you do it, you're like, oh, I shouldn't do this, or I need to stop doing this, or I need to cut back on that. It's those things right there that you're saying to yourself and wanting to do. Because what comes around goes around, and this is a cycle that you've been stuck in. This is like you really needing to step out of your comfort zone and understand that you don't need that vice. Some of you might be saying, "Oh, but that vice helps me clear my mind so that I can think a certain way." You can clear your mind without that vice. What's the issue is that you think you need to have that vice to have a clear mind, which is causing you to not believe that you can. Because now you've put yourself into an addiction matrix that keeps you stuck in it. And again, there's like nothing wrong with having a that car was in reverse, my bad. They got told me to put it up right. But yeah, it's about yeah, some of you all might be like struggling with finance, but you're trying to balance things out by going, "Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that." When actuality, you just need to do the one thing that Devanki's putting on your heart. It's like you're getting the energy that you're putting out at this point, and you need to be understanding of that. You need to be able to control your energy within that. And there is help around it. Like it said in the deck, there is help. There's spiritual help. There might even be physical help, but there's something that you need to take advantage of and start doing and not allowing it to hold you back. Because this energy of feeling like you're not there or like you keep it's like almost there syndrome is what I really want to call it. It's like you feel like you're at the edge and you can't open the door. It's because of that one thing holding you back. It's like every time you go to open the door, it's like, oh, I need to do this instead. Oh, let me do that instead. You know what I mean? Okay, so all of this whole deck's upside down. Cool. But what else is going on, Spirit? Yeah. I mean, right there, right now. It's right there. What's hidden is that you keep getting high. What's hidden is that your head's in the cloud all the time and you're not seeing things the right way. This could be boosting up your anxiety. Yeah. It's like it feels like you're not using your gifts. With sellout to gifts, the Pandora's box and portal, it's like the divine wants you to know that your gifts are how you set yourself free. Doing these using your gifts is really how you're going to move forward, but you're not using your gifts. You are supposed to be monetizing your gifts, but you're not believing in yourself, or you're still stuck in those old low vibrational matrices where you think that you're unable to receive anything for having spiritual gifts, which is bogus. People can think that if they want, that's for them. But if you have gifts and if you're giving to the world, it is just by law of nature that you will receive. So the law of nature is not a unfortunate or negative event. It just is what it is. And if you feel like you shouldn't be making money off of your gifts and your gifts aren't going to be used, and that's something that you need to be alert of. That's something you need to be aware of at this time, is really seeing your gifts. And if you can't see your gifts, it's because you're blocking your third eye, you're blocking your crown by indulging in so much stuff. And you need to take a break from that. Because right now, yeah, look, it's right here. We have trapped root chakra and crown chakra. Your root and crown are like blocked off. They're trapped. They're locked in a cage because you're unable to stay stable without having some sort of external influence, which doesn't need to happen because if your instability comes from an internal issue, you don't need anything external to solve it. That's just not how it works. You can receive millions of external things. But if that internal thing is not, the internal issue is not being solved or looked at, you're not going to solve a single thing with it. You're going to be stuck in those same cycles. And that's what the divine is trying to show you is you're there. The only thing you need to do is stop doing this one thing. Stop doing these few things, and then you'll be there. Because right now you're wasting your energy on other things that should not be focused on. This could be other people. This is what your lineage wants you to know. This is what your ancestral lineage wants you to know. Lineage, the family tree came out. So your ancestors want you to know stop doing this because it's what's holding you back. Yeah, with life in reverse, this is what's holding you back from stepping into the new. You're stuck in the You gotta stop. You gotta quit doing it. I mean, it's right there. That's the message. That's what they want you to know. Quit overindulging in that thing that you keep overindulging in. You do not need it as much as you think you do. That is something that you have convinced yourself and brainwashed yourself into thinking. And just as you can brainwash yourself into thinking you're doing it, you can do the same in the inverse. It is all about having power over yourself. It's about having mind over matter and not matter over mind. And right now, you are in a matter over mind situation, which is why things aren't working out. I'm telling you right now, angel and throat chakra, listen to what I'm telling you. People might think, oh, you're being mean or whatever, but that's your problem for thinking that it's being mean. And I'm probably the first person to tell it to your face like this. But it's because you need to hear it and it's the truth. Like, get mad all you want. Don't shoot the messenger. You shoot yourself in the foot. Look what's going on. Yeah, solar plexus in reverse. So you're unable to create because of it. It puts you in a stagnation energy. It puts you in this energy of halting. And it's something that it's like the reason I mean, there it is, on point again. The reason it's coming out so hard is because you've been telling the divine, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. What do I need to do to help me? And there's been telling you and showing you, but you have not took any action into doing it. You're like, oh, I'll do it later. Or you try, and it's not that the fact that you try and you relapse, it's the fact that you try, you relapse, and then you don't try again. Whenever the divine sees and knows, hey, this is what you need to do. It's like you just don't have faith in your gifts and you rely back on the 3D. And you're in between two realms, you're praising two gods. What are you wanting to do? Like, actually, are you wanting to heal and to use your gifts and to live the abundant life that your ancestors have given you? Or do you want to remain on the 3D? Now, it's not to say that some gifted people are supposed to be working on the 3D, but it's again, it falls back on, do you even believe that you're gifted, or are you just accepting it because it makes you feel good for a minute? And you have to ask yourself these questions, and no one does. But on the healing journey, which over here we do heal, it's super important to ask yourself these questions because then you figure out why you're doing it. Are you doing it for gratification of self because you don't feel like you're noticed or gratified? Or given enough grace by your own self? Or is it because you truly do feel this way and you're trying to evolve and step yourself forward? These are questions you got to ask yourself. Your intention matters, and unfortunately, the self-conscious, the conscious mind, the right side, the man, the dick, the mental will have its own little plan. Oh, it makes me feel good to hear that I'm gifted. It makes me feel good to hear XYZ. And some people operate like that. And let me tell you, those who operate like that, you gotta check yourself. Check your moral compass? Are you within the bounds of your who you actually are? Are you being who you truly are? Or are you just being something that the 3D has molded you into? And for the majority, and genuinely from a soul perspective, everyone who says, no, I am this way. No, you're not. That's the way the world's molded you. Oh, well, I've been like this ever since I can remember. Well, when does your memory kick in? And what was happening around those times when your memory was kicking in? Ask yourself these questions. What happened, not even when the memory kicked in, but what's happened your entire life up until this point now? Because guess what? Everything that's happened up until your point right now, until like right now, and when I say right now, it's every word that I'm speaking right. That's how what I mean by right now. Even in between the gaps of right now, what are you like? What has happened? Because that's all memories. Me saying the sentence I said 5 seconds ago is now a memory. That's how time works, basically, in a very simple form. And if you really want to get in between it, the spaces in between our time is divine time. So if you're not moving, nor will the divine. That's how it is. If you really want to get down to the complications of how time works between us and them, the on beats is our time, the off beats are their time. So it's a continuous movement that's happening. So you can't stay stagnant in these past cycles and expect to move forward because while your angels are clearing away stuff in the present, and moving things forward for you. If you're not moving forward with what you need to do on the physical, then you're not gonna get there. So that's something you got to be aware of as well. Divine really put that on me. Yeah, there is. You're trying to get some sort of easy way to invest of both worlds energy, and as you know by religion and faith, you cannot serve two gods. You are either serving the divine or you are serving the physical, man. What is it going to be? And that's what you really got to get down and ask yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're really going to serve the divine, then you must serve the divine. And serving the divine means using the gifts that they have given you, you know? Some of you might be trying to attract a lot of rest because you feel like you need to sleep or something, but it's not that you're tired, it's that you're giving your energy to these physical um and like materialistic things that are draining you. Like you think that the smoking is giving you energy, but it's not. You think that the drinking is giving you energy, but it's not. You think that the overcomplications are giving you energy, but it's not. Which is why you feel drained and tired all the time. And the divine wants you to see why you do, so that you don't have to stay stuck in that cycle. Um, because it's not for you. But for some reason, you are reluctant to change. So what else is going on here, Spirit? What else can you let us know? And these questions are things that you have to answer yourself. Yeah, because you are moving forward. It's like you're blind to your passion. You're not seeing what your actual passion is in life. You're not seeing, I don't know. You're not seeing how you're moving forward. You're not seeing how you're supposed to move forward. You're not seeing how stopping something is going to bring more action into something else. It's again like even sleeping on your spiritual gifts, not believing you have spiritual gifts. And it has something to do with the past life cycle. Maybe your ancestors struggle with this as well. But again, like that's where your fortune is. That's where everything that you desire is. And you're safe. Like, I don't know. It's like you keep, I don't know, like you are safe. I don't know why so many people don't believe that they're safe whenever they're in spiritual um areas. But again, that might just be like a lack of faith or a lack of actually being spiritual on their end, which is your, again, on like your fault. But whatever's being mirrored to you is because of your habits. And it's like pay attention to your dream states because you'll see your habits. Pay attention to like your daydreams. Why you feel lost is because you're not connecting to your love. There's the energy you need to connect back to what you love because you just feel trapped. Yeah. But anyway, there's like once you complete that, there's an upgrade for you. But you need to be done with something completely. This could be going back to old people or however. We have contracts. We got a new contract, is what I'm hearing. Yeah. I mean, there it is. Yeah, we have contract with Hathor. You are protected. The contract says you're protected. Hathor has you. But again, call it's like it's something about the way you pleasure yourself. You know what I mean? Whether that be with however, there's like a need to withdraw and protect your energy at this time so that you can take the sleep. I'm telling you, some of you might need to get a reading, a personal reading to really like clear up the air, to clear up what you need to do. Um, yeah, because it's something about you feeling like a downgrade is happening, or you feel like something's not working out. You feel like something's downgrading, or your life's downgrading. But again, like your ancestors are watching you go through this, and this is again Saturn. Like you're being disciplined. This is your discipline. This is a lesson that you need to learn about addictions, and being codependent on something on the physical. Read in between the lines. This is Anubis letting you know and telling you this is how you get to your next life. Like this is. Thank you, Anubis, for being in here. But it's something about really You have this next life coming. Yeah, you are protected. Like your angels want you to know that you're safe. Like there's nothing to be afraid of. You're just scaring yourself. It's like, because at the end of the day, that's all you can do, and that's Jupiter right here. This is how you're gonna grow. Like, yeah, I didn't even see angels, but Jupiter behind angels. But yeah, that's the truth of it. You're only scaring yourself because as a child, it's a coat on the back. It's like your imagination that's running wild, basically. You know what I mean? You know when you're about to sleep and you have a coat on the back of your chair, and that coat on the back of your chair turns into an evil monster. That evil monster's inside of you because you wouldn't be able to perceive it if it wasn't already resonating with you to some degree, greater or lesser. Understand that. So it's basically your issues on the physical are happening because your own demons that you can't control that you have on the inside. And yes, we all have demons. Y'all can't be like, I have no demons. Like, yes, you do. Because you wouldn't be on Earth. You wouldn't be on a physical form if you did not have some sort of heavy weight on you. Okay? Get real. Seriously. Come on, guys. It's not a scary, bad thing. You're stuck in a fear matrix. This is why things feel like scary and you still want to identify with things being bad or attacking you or things like that. It's because you're still a negative person on the inside that you're trying to morph from. Because that's just how it happens. Anyway, focus on where you're sending your energy. Focus on, I'm hearing your job. I mean, here it is with Earth, and I immediately got Capricorn. So focus on your job. Focus on what gives you stability. You could be Capricorn, or you could have Capricorn in your chart somewhere that affects how you work. It's like, I'm hearing like 11th or 12th house Capricorn. That's what I'm hearing. So really just be focused. Yeah, we have North Node in reverse. There's something about you lying to yourself. There's something about you lying to yourself, or you don't think that you can live up to what your North Node has. And if you know, I need to look up your North Node as well. Know your chart. It's important to. You have it for a reason. Yeah, but this is how you're gonna grow on this path that you're on. But you have to make a conscious decision to move forward and then move forward with it, and not like back down or be scared to move forward. And that is what you're going through. Is just Saturn doing what Saturn does best. Keep you on your feet, test you, make sure you're really doing what you need to do. Yep, and we have Mercury out here for thoughts, communication, connection, the mental realm. Saturn's testing your mental. Saturn is testing your mental. Look at your chart to find out how you can fix this for yourself in a better way. Do what you need to do. Some of you all not might need an actual reading or something to get like clear communication straight from your guides or connect with your guides more or however, but there is a need to really get information and connect and find out why. And even if this information is just you asking yourself, okay, why this, why that, and then just letting that soft voice coming from your heart or your subconscious where the divine can only enter, excuse me, I'm telling you guys, express itself so that you can understand what you need to do. Some of y'all might need to do that as well. Regardless, that is the reading. Again, if you thank you all for watching this reading. First of all, again, if you're needing any bracelets, hit up Spirit Otter. Use the link in the description and codes Lunar20 for 20% off. If you need a reading, any of my other services, feel free to email me and or hit the order form in the description and I'll get you set it up. Regardless, thank you all so much for the likes, comments, shares, and subscribes and donations, whether they are energetic or financial. I appreciate them tenfold and wholly. I love each and every one of you to the moon and back tenfold and forever, and I will see you later.